Hello!
We are back. Well, I got things to show Cameron, by the way. I've been grinding since you've been gone.
Yes.
It's been 2 days for everybody else. New weapons for everybody. That's my new weapon for him.
See, that just looks nice.
I finally upgraded that other weapon he had.
Mm-hmm.
That was awful. It's finally good. And she's got a new weapon. It's called a flamingo.
Made with real flamingo.
Yes. So that's what's been going on there. All right. Anyway.
How's Hammer Time doing?
He's better.
Good.
He won't be useless when I have to use him, because I can't get any weapons for him until after we do this level. So when you grind, you only get weapons up to that point. You don't go back and add them in for just your person, for the new people that you got.
Which sucks. But you deal with it.
Just a reminder: here's a snake I killed.
Yep.
From there, so.
And we avenged his father's death.
Yep. So this is the new thing that gets added in the dungeons now: doors that have pressure switches. So you have to use them to do pressure switches.
Why did that sound effect like it?
Whack! It sound like a duck and a.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think that was Winnie the Pooh's hammer hitting it.
Yeah.
I mean,
some of them look like that later. They look like big old cartoony looking. So we'll go ahead. I won't worry about him for the moment. Hello.
Oh, that's right. We're dealing with cannibalistic plants and. Whoa,
Haley's.
he's new.
No, he was in the other one. I just killed him real quick. The other one.
I was about to say, I didn't know radishes could become old men, but okay.
Yes. You sure it's a man? I think it's a woman. It's Haley Holly, so I'm assuming.
Or is he a piece of holly?
Oh, hello. I forgot about you guys. I need you, because you work better when they pop out of the ground. I can hit them like that.
Oh, look, it's the villain from the end of The Incredibles, the Mullinator.
Bam. They're annoying because if you get too close, they chase you, and they just continue to chase you until they hit you.
You're right, that does sound annoying.
Yes. Alright, so, nope, didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie.
Well, speaking of The Incredibles, Incredibles 2 is finally coming. Oh yeah, they got the cast and everything.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how it goes.
Well, the first one I found it very enjoyable. So.
Well, yeah, but it's been 12 years.
It has.
So I don't know how, normally when you get a sequel to a movie many years later, it doesn't turn out so well.
That's true. It can be a bit more difficult for the success to keep up. But I don't know. I think with superheroes being as popular as they are right now, I think it can ride that bandwagon.
We'll see.
I mean, plus with Marvel having its big shindig this year, next year.
Well, their shindig's not over with. They've still got movies planned and story arcs planned for 4 more years after that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing the Infinity Wars. Here this summer and then next summer.
Mm-hmm.
I already got trailers flying around. And say what you want about Marvel, they know how to make a trailer.
I have a hard time deciding on what to put in a movie, though. You saw the thing about Black Panther?
Yeah.
The first cut of Black Panther was almost 4 hours.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. Because the way they've planned it out, and since they've already announced their stuff, there's a lot of stuff they want to get through. So it's like, basically, we'll see how it goes. It's almost like they put 2 movies into one for it, so we'll see how... I'm sure it'll be fantastic, but...
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be, fine in the end, but that's... Wow, a 4-hour movie.
It won't be that long, obviously, but...
It won't be, but I'm just saying, like, wow, that was as much stuff as they wanted to cover.
Mm.
It's not like, with Watchmen when you found out there was like, oh, it was going to be like 5-6 hours long. It's like, well, yeah, you expected it because they were trying to shove an entire graphic novel into one movie.
What'd you give me, Atla?
I still owe a friend an apology for Watchmen.
What do you mean?
Me and a few friends went to go see it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And one friend in particular, she does not like gore.
Gotcha.
She does not like extreme violence.
Jesus, Dora, I have to use all my people here?
Apparently.
Wow, okay. That.
They're making sure you know what to do.
Yeah. Go ahead. Anyway.
Yeah, we go to see this, and she says like, "Oh, I'm not a fan of like extreme violence or gore," and we're like, "Yeah, that's understandable, but you know what? It should be fine."
No.
And if anything pops up, we'll just cover your eyes or something. And that was kind of the joke for the first little bit. It's like, "Oh, it's a gun. Cover your eyes."
Yeah.
And then it actually we got going into the movie, and. As we're leaving the theater, I'm like, I'm sorry, I did not know Dr. Manhattan was going to vaporize the guy right then. She was like, they zoomed in on the guts! I'm like, yeah?
Yep. That's what that... Sorry, everybody, I was drinking.
So, yeah, I'm still apologizing for that, going on, 10 years?
Yeah, you didn't think that through very much, did you? Especially with some of the other stuff that was involved in that graphic novel.
Yeah. See, we just thought it was going to be a more gritty, in-your-face version of a Marvel film. And we were wrong.
You were very wrong. Yes.
We were so wrong. Because we're like, oh, it's gonna be more serious. It's gonna take itself more seriously. It's gonna treat its characters more seriously. No, they're going to treat everything over the top.
You forgot that Marvel is currently owned or in partnership with Disney. Which, by the way, you saw Disney bought the rights from Fox from all that stuff.
Yep.
Did you see also there's concern about the new Deadpool movie that's coming out?
Really? What's the concern?
Because Disney now owns the rights to all that stuff, so they weren't sure they're going to be able. But they announced that they were going to keep it rated R, so Disney's now getting in the rated R.
Well, with something like that, you have to, because that was part of its success.
Yeah.
It's part of Deadpool's success. So, if they try to drop that down to the PG-13, you are doing everyone a disservice and basically destroying any hope you have of your profits.
Ow! What the hell? Right,
especially if they're actually going to bring like Cable and all them into this next one. So yeah, it's going to get just as wacky and over the top as the first one was.
Hey, look who that is! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Oh, it's a concept art from Billy and Mandy.
What, Halloween?
Yeah, the pumpkin on a barrel with a scythe or whatever. I'd say that's concept art from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Maybe you're going to see maybe there's going to be an old man with a beard, and they're going to call him Christmas.
Oh, I hope so.
Nah, they don't have that in there. Halloween.
Damn!
Well, I'm glad it did something good for me when I ran over it. Those little circles on the ground I've been avoiding because they changed the weapon, I accidentally just ran over Momo!
Wow, I hope that's a person or an animal.
It is. It's a person.
I'm really hoping someone...
Key in Momo's house.
Alright.
Ha! Ha! Die, flee, flee!
But yeah, the superhero genre has become a really big deal.
For now, it'll get wore out after,
It will.
I think it'll die out after the Infinity War stuff. Just because that's the big climax that's been built for years and years and years. That's why people are going to it. The fact that they linked all the movies is what made it so big.
Yeah. And the fact they did it right. They made each character matter. Which is what's made DC want to play catch-up. To varying degrees of success.
Well, that's the other thing, is DC... the only really successful movie franchise they have is Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Superman originally was, but the thing about DC is they have...
That was the 80s.
That was the 80s, but they can't really do a movie. They're pretty bad at movies, but they can do a TV show.
That they can. They have, I think, 5 now?
5 now, and just think about all the other stuff when you were, even when we were growing up. Oh
yeah, Superman and Batman, the animated series.
And Teen Titans
Yeah.
and all that other stuff. And Marvel had what? We had X-Men
We had X-Men and Spider-Man.
and Spider-Man.
That was about it. Silver Surfer tried to have one, and it didn't
Yeah,
last
none of
long.
them really worked.
So yeah, all sorts of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's DC has even the Justice League.
Yeah.
Two series of Justice League. Oh,
All right, guys.
Pipes on loose.
We got emergency, so we'll see you guys next time.
Later.